Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another dumb idea of mine. I am on freaking Lovells Island in Boston Harbor, part of the Boston Harbor National Recreation Area and State Park. And those buildings back there, that's Boston. And Lovells is one of my favorite islands in the harbor. Too bad the state park doesn't run ferries out here anymore. They used to before 2020, before the whole COVID fiasco, but there's no real easy way to get to here. As for how I got here, well, yeah, so unfortunately you pretty much need your own boat, or like you don't need your own boat, you can just like hire a boat to come and take you here. There is a nice dock over there along with my boat that has been beached by me and tied up so it doesn't float away. And the reasons why I like this island a lot is, first of all, it has a really nice beach here. I mean, the water isn't the clearest ever. It is Boston Harbor after all, but it is good, you know, like it's swimmable. Very clean though. The water is quite clean. Hardly any trash on this side of the island. The other side, the outward facing side, might be a different story because it gets the brunt of the waves and storms and everything. So, but primarily I'm here on this island because the US government during World War II was like, hey, these German guys are coming a little bit too close to our coastline with their submarines and stuff. How about we build some coastal defenses in case they try to invade us or something? So a bunch of, especially the outer harbor islands, have defensive structures on them, like mortars, batteries, and stuff. And Lovells Island is no exception. There's some cool stuff on this island, some ruins that I would like to show you. And meanwhile, there's a brick here, SNH. Other side, nothing. Now, if you can see it there, I think that's one of the fast ferries that comes right through here. As a boater, you have to watch out, or kayaker. Right between Gallops, that's Gallops Island, and I'm on Lovells Island. And passing right between the two is a fast ferry on its way to Provincetown, maybe? Yeah, Provincetown. It says Provincetown on it. So yeah, that is the Provincetown fast ferry going to the tip of Cape Cod. And they come right through this narrow channel between Gallops and Lovells Island. So cool. Anyway, back to exploration time. Are these staghorn sumacs? If they are huge. Quite big sumac plants. If they are sumac, I'm not sure. But yeah. Some birds are really pissed that I'm here. You can tell that humans don't really come here very often anymore. Stunning. What appears to be the remains of a radiator. Wow. Yeah, this side of the island seemingly has just been eroding away. Every storm, more concrete makes its way off this bluff and into the water, it seems. Oh! Okay, what is that? I think it should be fine. All this crap here used to be part of that tunnel, but since the bluff eroded away, it seems to have collapsed that section. But the tunnel that's still in the bluff should be fine, right? Yeah. It should be fine. What could possibly go wrong? This is so cool. Except, like, what is this, my dudes? Hello! Oh, bit watery in here. Yeah, there's a... Can you see anything? You kinda can. See, the floor is a little bit, wet. And I'm in this tunnel here. There's a huge gap in the floor, and it just turns to the left. I don't know what the hell is going on here. If there are any crazier people out there, feel free to go down into that tunnel and find out what's in there. A tunnel with a view of Boston. As a result of my investigative work, I have determined that once the tunnel goes into that bluff, after going for a while, it makes a right turn into a larger, more open chamber, and then in that chamber there's a dip, there's like a hole in the ground, so you're gonna fall into it if you're not watching out, if you're not careful. Then once that hole, once you go down into that hole, there is a tiny tunnel, an opening that continues somehow, but I don't know where. The tunnel, right, it keeps going into the bluff here. So the underground chamber that I was in is probably back here. And you know what? This could be it. This is probably it. I'm pretty much at the northern tip of the island now, and you can clearly see the Boston skyline and the Deer Island wastewater treatment plant, where if you are connected to town sewer anywhere in eastern Massachusetts, that's where your poop probably ends up. So yeah, part of me is in there. And out there you can see Boston Light, the famous lighthouse, and the Brewster Islands, which are a seagull nesting colony right now, pretty much. So I do not dare venture out there. Not because of the sea or anything, it's because of the seagulls that will actively try to kill you. August is a better time to go to those islands because the seagull chicks have grown up by then. Some mystery structures out here. Venturing into the center of the island here. Yeah, it's so funny how from the outside, like when you're walking around the island or when you're offshore, you would never know that there's any man-made structures on this island, and that's very much by design. More beautiful wildflowers here. And here we are. We have some concrete structures to look at here. I believe this is a battery, so you can hide a lot of stuff down here from the sea. You can do a lot of stuff without someone out on a boat ever detecting what you're up to on this island, and it's all hidden. You can't see any of this from out to sea, which is great if you want that. I was expecting to find something like this here. So you have this circular structure down here with some rails, and you would essentially have a big gun or cannon, you know, and it could rotate around 360 degrees on these rails, and you could point it whichever direction you want and just fire. Meanwhile, there's that big wall there, and on the other side it's all natural, so everything is hidden. No one can see what you're up to. Meanwhile, you have this, you know, you have a crew of hundreds of enlisted men here. You have guns, you have all this artillery. You're packing some heat, definitely, and none of it is visible. Let's go up one of these ladders, shall we, to see what we can find. Yeah, this is slightly sketch. Yeah, just don't fall, basically. Do not fall, and you will be fine. And these railings are relatively new. Like, I think they were wanting to sort of make this publicly accessible, so this railing is pretty solid here. But yeah, there's quite a bit of a drop on the other side here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try and get through these plants. Yay! Yeah, and you can see on the other side, the structure just keeps going. Like, and there's another gun emplacement on the other side. So it is quite a bit of a concrete behemoth here that they've constructed. And it's extremely overbuilt. Like, this thing will outlast just about anything. Meanwhile, I don't want to get caught up in these plants too much. So yeah, you have this little hidey hole here, and let me just point the camera inside real quick, and this is where you would hide. And man, is it a good hiding spot. Boy, are your friends never gonna find you, especially if you're playing hide and seek with Germany. This is a great place to hide. And yeah, this vegetation would have been clear. I'm guessing this is all overgrowth. So you would have a perfect site out to sea for spying purposes. Boy, that's cool. Yeah, and this is the top here. So this is your little spying cabinet here. It's great. Lovely spot. Yeah, not much more to see here. Oh yeah, and then there's this thing. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro. Yeah, I see some cables and shit. According to Peak Bagger, this is the highest point of the island. Believe it or not, I don't know if you believe Peak Bagger, but anyhow, there's still some circular concrete structures here that I don't know exactly what they are. So I'm gonna that was a mistake. That was this horrible bramble. Help me. Help, send help, please. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh my god. I hate these things. This is what I was trying to find. Another mysterious rock circle in the ground. Well, not rock, concrete. And another gun emplacement. Basically, there's nothing mysterious about it, but it does look cool. There's the steps leading down to it. I am on the south side of the island now, and that's George's Island on the other side, which under normal circumstances is still serviced by public ferries. So that one's easier to access and it's better maintained, and there's like a really cool Civil War era fortification on it that dates back to the Civil War. I don't think it ever saw any combat. It was just built during that time. So it's a cool structure to just walk around if you ever have nothing better to do on a Saturday or Sunday or something.